I think it would be great if Americans would stop supporting the interests of military industrial contractors over the interests of children at home and abroad.
Hi everyone, this is Veronica Kirilenko of the New American Magazine. We're in Washington, D.C. attending Rage Against the War Machine, and here with us today we have Angela McArdle. It's so exciting to meet you, one of the organizers of the rally. Please tell us how you came up with the idea.
This was really a joint effort between me and Nick Brana, the chair of the People's Party. We were just talking about issues that we agreed on, and opposing American military empire was one that we both felt really strongly about. And, you know, we're from two different political parties, we have different political backgrounds, and we thought this was really important to speak out on, especially since it's such a polarizing issue in a lot of other areas of American politics. I thought it was remarkable that two third parties felt so strongly in opposition of this war.
Well, it looks like both Democrats and Republicans in the House are supporting this war. What do you make of it?
I'm not surprised at all. I mean, war helps politicians cut a paycheck, right? Like, this is something that usually they dupe voters into supporting. They think that the average person will rally behind it. America first, rah, rah. You know, we're really rallying against it because this should be human beings first, not American politics, not government, not military industrial contractors.
Please tell us about the demands of the rally.
Well, we've got 10 demands. It's a really long list you can find at rageagainstwar.com, but the first one is not one more penny for the war in Ukraine. Another really strong one is abolish the military-industrial complex and deep state. We think that's really important, and free Julian Assange.
Yeah, but we do not send pennies to Ukraine. We send military equipment and we send weapons, and they are already produced. So why not sending them to Ukraine to help defend itself?
This is not a conflict that the United States should be involved in. It's between two foreign nations. The United States and NATO are engaging in this war via proxy, and it's wrong. There's been no declaration of war by Congress. It doesn't have popular support, and it's really hurting people in Ukraine. The mainstream media narrative is incredibly skewed, and it's just wrong. We should let Ukrainians and Russians sort this out. The Ukrainian people should be the ones to decide who they want to govern them, not the United States military.
Yeah, I want to ask you about this. Well, you explicitly say that you are not pro-Russian. Have you been accused of being pro-Russian, or speakers being accused of supporting President Putin and his aggression in Ukraine?
Yeah, people tend to think that it's just a binary choice, that you have to be for one or for the other. I know that a lot of the things that Vladimir Putin does back at home in Russia are terrible. You know, he treats political dissidents really horribly. So I'm not championing his cause. I think that the people of Ukraine, including the people in the Donbas region, should be able to decide what government they want to live under.
But right now they are under attack, and you know, many Americans, if not most of them, are very compassionate people and feel like it's our responsibility, if we can afford to help Ukrainians to fight against the aggression, then we should make it. And I know the polls are showing that the support for this is slipping, but still more than half of Americans do support us sending military equipment to Ukraine. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that Americans have no idea, unfortunately, that the United States' involvement in the conflict back in 2014 is part of what kicked this off and made it so ugly. Americans don't have much appreciation for foreign policy or history. We can't even remember 10 years into our own past, and it's really embarrassing. So I'm not surprised that Americans would follow whatever mainstream media narrative is out there because it's encouraging them to support this war.
And it looks like the media, the mainstream media, the legacy media, is as captured as both political parties. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think that corporate media has captured both parties, and I think that people are. It takes a lot of courage to speak out against it and to tend to engage in honest journalism these days.
Yeah, what's your message of hope to Americans watching at home and to humanity in general?
I think that it would be great if Americans would stop supporting the interests of military industrial contractors over the interests of children at home and abroad.
Thank you so much for your time, Angela. I appreciate it.